Hey golfers, Dean with golfallyear.com, and today's video is going to talk about some simple tricks with Optishot that can make your practice sessions that much better. And some of you may be aware of all these. I just wanted to throw them into a quick video so everybody has an idea on how I like to go about practicing and what you can do to get better here. So first thing, let's go to the driving range here. I'll just come over here and click on the practice. These are some things that I like to do on the practice range and that are pretty easy to use to help you with your practice session. So the first thing that I hope everybody is aware of is these little circles and the lines. Okay, if I am hitting irons, I'm going to be using the circles. If I'm hitting my driver, I put it to the lines. And so these are kind of cool little ways. The chart over here will represent which ones you do. So if you're using lines, the green, inside the green here will be represented on the chart. So you can see, and this is the pinpoint target, you can see that that will be represented over here. The second thing you need to be aware of is this map here and these flags. Okay, these are the distances. These are the pins that they have set up like on a real driving range. They're different distances. That one is 86 yards, 123. This one's 177. The blue's a 231, 251 for the yellow, and the big dog back here is 293. And so you can set those and hit to different pin placements or different pins, different distances. So when I start to practice, I'll click on one. I usually start at the 123-yard one and start to hit balls. Now, one thing that you may not be aware of, though, is this map is interactive. You can actually change the distance that you hit on the Optishot here. And so all you have to do is click on this map. Okay, so if I want to hit a 110-yard shot, I click at 110. It says to the hole. And so that's the distance to the hole. If I wanted to hit a short little shot from 80 yards, I can do that. Click right there. Now, if I didn't want to hit over the bunker, I can change the direction. Click over here. Now I'm not hitting over a bunker. And so now I can back it up and hit different distances there. So sometimes I like to do that also. So then if you want to get back to the regular, you just click on the flag there and you're back to the regular shot. So that's kind of a cool little feature. You can even click behind. Another cool feature here is if you want to see all your shots and the shot tracers for all your shots, you just click that little button and it'll show all your tracers. And so if you like your shot distribution and see whether you're hitting them all to the right side or the left side or whatever, that can help you do that. And so that's another neat little feature of this little map here. Once I've done that, one thing that you need to be aware of that some of you might not know is here is the select ball type. This is where you select real ball, foam ball, or no ball, and it really does matter. I've been set at no ball before when I've been hitting a real ball, and it's changed my distances and changed my shots. So make sure this is set up correctly. The other thing is you can change your shot trajectory, your ball flight trajectory, is the correct term, by clicking these arrows here. And so you can change whether if you hit a high ball or a low ball. That's how Optishot kind of determines that. I hit a very low shot, so I usually put it at one of the lower settings. So that's kind of a feature that you'll want to do if you're really looking at your ball flight. And so another thing, I'm going to get out of the driving range. I want to take you to another way that I like to practice here. So let's take a moment and look at that. Okay, so now I'm back at this main menu, and instead of clicking on the driving range, what sometimes I'll like to do is I have all these courses. I like to click on a course, and I like to go practice on an actual golf hole. And so I click practice, and it'll take me to the course, and then I can pick which hole I want to practice on. I can pick any of the holes on the course, and so that's kind of a cool little feature. Watch here. I'll get up to the map, and just like we did with the other map, okay, you'll go up to the corner here. Let me move this over a little bit. Go up to the corner here, and you'll go to a new hole. Go down to new hole, and I can click on any hole, and it'll take me to that hole, and then I can practice on that hole. Now, once I get to that hole, I can even go and click on the map just like I did in the driving range and try different shots based on the map. So I could try a shot here behind a tree. I can go into the bunker and try a little bunker shot and try a little pitch shot. Whatever distance you want to hit to or hit from, you can do that on any of the holes on any of the courses. So that's something that a lot of people may not know is there. And so you can practice on any of the holes. Also, another little feature up here, if I'm going to move this over again, let's see if I can move it over, is this always follow. That will follow your shot. If you want to hit from the same spot every time, you'll want to unclick that. And so that always follow button is very important because that will allow you to hit multiple shots from the same spot. Okay, and so that's kind of how I like to practice on the courses. I'm going to show you here, I'm going to take a moment and show you some of the other ways that I like to practice, okay, in here. And so we're going to go over here, and this is another way I like to practice. I'll pick a course, any course. I'll go to play a game, and you can do a variety of, I don't know if some of you are aware, you can do a variety of different games, by the way. You can do stroke play, match play, skins, even Stableford. You know, some better ball. If you have some buddies over, you can do 4 golfers and do those type of things. But if I'm just looking to practice, okay, what I may do is I may go and customize my holes that I want to play and practice. So maybe I want to choose all the par 3 holes or all the par 4s and just practice those. That's a great way to do it. So you can choose which holes you want to do. If you want to skip some holes and make it so the length is not as long as a full round, that's one way to do it. What I like to do is I like to take and set up 3 different players, or even 4, but I like 3. I think that fits pretty good. And then I'll play 3 different balls. It's like if you ever gone to and practiced on a course, sometimes you'll drop multiple balls down and see how they play out. Well, this is one way to do it. You can test out different swings. I've done that before. I've tested out, you know, where you can even go in here and change the tee box, so I can play one from the front tees. Okay, and then I'll change this tee box, change that guy to the middle tees, okay, etc., etc. I can change every one, maybe this one from the back tees, and so I'll play them from different tees. That's a great way to do it. And so I have 3 different players going at one time. So I'm playing 3 different golfers or 3 different balls at one time. Another thing that I've already done a video on, but sometimes I like to do is to get this, oops, cancel. Sometimes I like to do is to take these guys out of here. Let's see, whoops, cancel, let's create a player. And go up to none and take these guys out and just have 1 player, but then I'll change my player so that it is just par 3s. So I've done this before where you just play a par 3 course and you play all the par 3s on the course. The Optishot will actually set it up, and I'll show you what it does is it will actually set up each hole to be a par 3. And so then you can play it out. I mentioned in my other video that I'll link down below that I will actually take and pick up if I miss the green. Okay, and so here you go. You can see right there. You'll be able to take and hit from just par 3. So this is a 118-yard par 3. So they pick random distances to hit all your par 3s. And so that's a great way to practice your game and to improve your golf. And so those are a few tips on practicing using the Optishot, trying to get the most out of the Optishot. I think it's a great tool to really hone your game. I'll do more videos on what things you can do and how you can really get better at golf. I've been able to drop my handicap using the Optishot. I'm sure you can too. Hope these videos help. Please subscribe to my channel, and we will continue to get better at golf. Thanks for watching.